Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that.
Welcome, my friends. Here we are once again to sample some more great tasting American craft beers with Dave. Outstanding. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights. Today we have a very special beer that was sent to me by my good buddy Jonathan there in New Jersey. He took the time and trouble to send me this beer right here. Hopefully it's not too glary there. We can see it. It's from the Cape May Brewing Company, located in Cape May, New Jersey. And this is the Coastal Evacuation. Oh, it's a double IPA, not for lightweights. It checks in at 8% alcohol by volume, and the IBUs are 80. Now, Jonathan sent this to me a while ago, and it's my fault. It's been in the door. If you knew how many beers I had, you'd know why I overlooked this beer. It's my fault, it's my bad, but according to the date stamp on the bottom, which runs off the side of the can, by the way, yeah, this is still good for a couple more days. So, I think that the brewery gave this 90 days, and we're right at the end of that. So, we're going to think good thoughts and not before. While I take off the top, I'm going to tell you that it is dry hop with Centennial Hops. So I'm looking forward to a pretty good beer. Now this is a 16-ounce glass, specially designed for IPAs, and this is a 12-ounce can. But look, if we pour it straight in, watch what happens here. We're going to build up a crescendo ahead. Watch, see? Now that's what happens when you pour a beer straight in. That's why I don't really recommend you pour them straight in, unless you got those cheap macro lagers. And yeah, pour away, baby. Oh my gosh. Wow. I tell you what, for being at the end of its life, and what I mean by that, its shelf life, that beer has some lovely, lovely tropical fruits. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about some melon. Oh man, like honeydew melon. Oh man. You ever buy a ripe or maybe slightly overripe honeydew melon? That's what that smells like. Now, because I was smart-assed, I don't know if I'll fit this all in here, but we'll see. Yeah. Keep in mind, that's a 12-ounce can and a 16-ounce glass. Yeah. So, yeah, glass. Can. 16-ounce glass and 12-ounce can. How much you been drinking today, boy? No, not at all, sir. Sir, no, sir. Yeah, it's a very pale, light golden color, very hazy. Wouldn't you agree? I don't know. I think this is unfiltered. You know what? Let me put this under the light over here. Um, Man, I can't even see it under the light. I think I read somewhere where this was. Yeah, it is right there. It says unfiltered. Okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah, that's one reason I should have paid attention. I usually look at all the beers when I receive a trade, and I go through and I notice the ones that are close to date or ones that are unfiltered. This beer ideally should be consumed as soon as possible. But the good news is it's been in my refrigerator since I received it, and it's not bad. Matter of fact, I think Jonathan asked me about refrigerating beers, and I said, "Oh yeah, by all means, you should refrigerate beers until you ship. Even though they're going to be in a box somewhere for a couple of days, you should always keep beers refrigerated until they're ready to be shipped. And ideally, not going to happen, they would be shipped in a refrigerated cargo truck, but that's not going to happen." My God, the mango and the melon in here are just unbelievable. Let me go ahead and drink this beer. I did tell you, I didn't know that it was 8% alcohol and 80 IBUs. I think I did. All right, thanks to Jonathan and thanks to the brewers there at Cape May Brewery for all the hard work they put into brewing this. Cheers to you too, no doubt. Oh, wow. Mmm. 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 Gotta have some more of that. Wow. Jonathan, I tell you, you have sent me some really kick-ass killer beers. Hopefully, you've been satisfied with the ones I've sent you as well. But my God, is this good? This to me is the quintessential double IPA because it has just lovely, lovely tropical fruits. Small amount of citrus, not much citrus, more tropical fruit than citrus. A very mild malt backbone, and then the hops kick in there at the end. It's a nice flowery hops. Now this isn't too bitter, and it's not too dry. Excuse me. But I think that's because of the age. I think if I had consumed this when you first sent it to me, Jonathan, it would be really kick ass. But as it's presented, it's kick ass, and I definitely have to give it 5 stars and solid gold. My God, this is a very smooth and easy drinking beer, considering that it's 8% alcohol. And before I drink anymore, look at the lacing clinging to that glass. My God, isn't that's amazing for a beer that's been sitting around for a while and it's unfiltered. Dry hopping in there though is giving it that lovely bitterness there on the end. It's not overly bitter, but it's bitter enough to let you know in a blind taste test that you would be drinking an IPA. Oh wow, Jonathan, I'm going to have to get some more of these from Cape May Brewing Company. Hopefully that's not too much of a glare. Cape May Brewing Company, Coastal Evacuation Double IPA. Oh, it's lovely. I read the story about this beer online, how they started out at a lower alcohol and lower um, bitterness, and people really liked it, so they increased the recipe, and now it's their most popular beer, and I can see why. Oh, man. Unbelievable what brewers can do these days. 8%, and you'd never guess that in a million years. All right, my friends, let me run out of here because we got other things to do. Like what? Drink more beer, baby. Until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers.
Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure. But the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast. And if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has 2 locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.